Yes, there is a new My Little Pony TCG. And no, this video is not about the new My Little Pony TCG. Hey there, kiddos, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank, and that you are having a great day. And in today's video, I'd like to sit back in my very squeaky chair, relax, and have a little conversation with all of you guys about Yu-Gi-Oh! And Rarity Collection 5, because yes, it is here. Dropped over the weekend, and it has been phenomenal, in my opinion. Lots of positive reception. It is still, I think, one of the most hyped and eagerly anticipated Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets of the last 3 years. This one has been highly anticipated, not just because of the reprints, obviously, because there are a lot of cool reprints in this set, but also because we are finally getting those Overrush Rares, the extended art Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, which, man, they look absolutely beautiful. Having seen them in person, they look delightful. Gotta say, just being completely honest. So yeah, the set is here. It released, officially launched Friday morning, and from what I can tell, both from my personal experience and from what I'm seeing online and other stores talking about and other YouTube channels talking about, it's doing pretty great. So let's talk about it for a bit. So first, my personal experience is great. For me personally, Rarity Collection 5 has been the second best-selling release weekend set for any card game ever. The only thing, to my knowledge, that I remember at least, the only thing that I can think of that has outperformed it in terms of sheer volume of sales and sheer number of cards sold was the first My Hero Academia set for Universes. For some reason, that set was absurdly popular when it dropped, and I sold basically all of the stuff that I had for it in like 3 days. This got pretty close, though. This, I got swamped with orders Friday. I woke up and there was a bazillion orders waiting for me on TCG Player, and I had a bunch to do Friday, so I didn't get around to actually starting to fulfill those orders until very late in the day. And by that point, there were so many that I was actually up until like 4 o'clock in the morning Saturday. I think I talked about that already. But yeah, I was up very late into Saturday morning because the sheer volume of people who were eagerly buying up as much Rarity Collection 5 as they could. And from what I can tell, that appears to be resonating elsewhere online. There's other stores who are eagerly sharing how well the set has been received, how much people are buying it up, and how well the more of the chase cards, not just the Overrush Rares, but the other chase cards in the set. The Starlight Rare, Blue Eyes White Dragon has been a solid seller. What are the best? Let's take a look at some of the best-selling cards in the set. I have a list here. So there's Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, which, yeah, that's a popular card as far as I'm aware. The Nightmare Apprentice has been doing well. The Side-Frame Driver. Reinforcement of the Army, which is a classic. Solemn Judgment. The Cross-Out Designator. There's a bunch of cards that have gotten really good reprints in the Starlight Rare, the stamped version of the Starlight Rare, which people are super excited about. But beyond just the reprint cards, beyond like the Dark Magician Girl and the Blue Eyes and the Cross-Out Designator and all that jazz, the boxes themselves are not only holding up very well, but they're performing really great. You know, usually, we've talked about this before on the channel, usually a Yu-Gi-Oh! Set comes out, and by the end of release day, it's losing value. It's hemorrhaging its price tag to the point where stores are very quickly they've learned to just sell off as much of their sealed product as they can by the time release day officially opens, because they're just going to lose money post-release. There's plenty of stores who pre-sell their stuff to customers knowing like that those boxes are going to lose value. But it's not the case here. Rarity Collection 5 currently is at $125 a box, which is great. Really great, all things considered. But the box itself is not the most expensive card item in the set. It is, of course, the cards, the Overrush Rares, or the Extended Arts, or whatever you choose to call them. Boy, are these beautiful. Like I said, I cracked a few of these open, got 6 total in a case. That appears to be the average. 1 every 2 boxes, 6 per case, with roughly 1 Starlight variant per case. Based on what I myself opened, and by what a lot of people have been opening online that I've been watching, that appears to be the average. And boy howdy, are those Starlight variants commanding quite the price tag, but for how rare they genuinely appear to be, I think any of them being in the quote-unquote affordable range is a mistake that people might regret down the road. If situational, okay? If Konami doesn't reprint them into the ground and devalue the hell out of the Overrush Rarity, right? Even the ultra rare variants, the 1 every 2 box thing, those are pretty hard still. You know, even with 1 every 2 boxes and 1 every 6 boxes or 12 boxes per case, whatever. Even at the current rates we're seeing, these things are still fairly rare, and getting the one you're looking for is pretty difficult in either rarity. Obviously, the Starlight Rare is more difficult to get a hold of and therefore more desirable. But like the one I pulled, number 99, Utopia Dragonar, currently selling at around 140, 150. In my opinion, that's very affordable. And at 150, I would not consider parting with the one I pulled, even though it's not one that I really like. Gotta say, it's probably the worst Starlight Rare. But even then, at the sheer rarity I'm seeing some of these things being pulled online, it's a hard enough pull that unless Konami does the Konami thing and devalues the hell out of the entire extended art, Overrush, whatever you want to call it, printing, I see no reason to part with it at that price tag. And honestly, if I was the kind of person who had sick boy money, I'd be buying up any of the Overrush rares that are under $100, because yeah, a lot of them are under $100. The ultra rares are under $100, and that drives me wild. Especially like the really popular ones, the Dominus Purge, the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Those are, in my opinion, very affordable, which is crazy to me because those are like, yeah, obviously Dominus Purge isn't like the most playable card ever. The Mirror Jade is popular now, and that might not be popular in the future, but like Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, unless, again, I don't play the metagame, maybe I'm misinformed or whatever, but I was under the impression that that was like a really strong card that a lot of people wanted. And to have this super blinged version, either one, the ultra rare version at like $90 or the Starlight Rare for 700. Don't get me wrong, that is a price tag. That is a crazy price tag for any card, regardless of the card game. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Budgets are always important, and I love me some bulk. Love me some bulk. But I feel like for such a hard card to pull, these feel cheap. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my gut instinct is super wrong on this one, but that is what my gut is telling me, that these things are a bit underpriced, and maybe in the future, maybe I'll be right or I'll be wrong. Doesn't matter. You know, fortunately, unfortunately, I should say, I can't really act on it because I don't have the money to throw $700 at Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. I don't even have really, I guess I could, because I kind of wanted the Wake Up Your Elemental Hero one because it's got, it's just a huge GX throwback, and that's kind of cool. The Shooting Quasar Dragon's kind of cool. Like, I wish I had those. I wish I did not pull the Dragonar, but it is what it is. But yeah, they're so rare, and in my opinion, currently undervalued. But that could be a byproduct of Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole, still not the hottest item on the market. Sure, the Poke Bro, Sneaker Bro, Crypto Bro, whatever's, they're moving in and buying things up, but they're really buying a lot of vintage. In case you guys have not been noticing, a lot of these people, all these super speculator guys, they're still kind of shying away from modern. A lot of modern sets are being overlooked in favor of the vintage, tried and true card stocks that people have known and loved and trusted for 20 years now. Maybe they'll turn their heads in time and see the really cool stuff before it's all gone, but there is some really cool stuff here in Rarity Collection 5. And again, it's not just the Overrush rares. There's a lot of really cool reprints in the set. The Dark Magician Girl, of course, hit people like a brick. The Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, which, to my knowledge, only comes Starlight Rare. That's crazy good in my opinion. I like that card a lot. If you're an old head like me, you also probably like Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. And a lot of other cool stuff here, too. All of them being really cool. I suppose that is a double sentence. Cool stuff being cool. You get what I'm saying. Yeah, Blue Eyes, the Radiant Typhoon, the Shooting Quasar Dragon, the Ash Blossom reprints. There's a lot of excitement going into this set, and I suppose you can tell from my cadence in this video that I'm super excited for it as well. And as soon as I have the opportunity to, I'm going to get more. Some don't actually hold for long term because I do think this will be a fantastic Yu-Gi-Oh set for the first time in a long time to actually sit on and, you know, just hold. Crazy, right? Oh, and Dark Sage had a reprint. I did not pull one, but I did notice that Dark Sage, which is a completely unplayable card, it's just a fan favorite, an oldie fan favorite. I don't think it has too many reprints under its belt, because there's the cool promo card, and then there's this Rarity collection Starlight Rare, which is dope. Don't get me wrong, I like it a lot. The 3 God cards have Starlight Rares. I think Diviner of the Herald has a Starlight Rare. I think most cards in the set have a Starlight Rare, is what I'm trying to say. Or all of them, I think. But which ones are coolest and which ones are most liked are going to be up to you. I think so far my favorite of the stamped cards, since we're just ending the video here, I think the favorite of the stamped cards that I've pulled is the Dimension Shifter, which just shows I don't know what it does, I have no idea, I'm never going to read this card, but the art has a guy waving with a big buy stamped onto the card, and I thought that was pretty funny. So that's, if you guys want to know what my favorite stamped card of the set is, it's that one. But yeah, I am pleased to announce release weekend is here. Rarity Collection 5 not only did not collapse, but is doing really well. So, I suppose that's all I got for you kiddos today. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Give me your thoughts on the set. Whether you like it, hate it, whatever. And of course, as always, check out the Discord, the Patreon, the TCG player link. I still have some Rarity Collection 5 left on the TCG player, but not a whole lot, especially not compared to Friday. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Ciao.